Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday. The week, well, the work week at least, has concluded. That means that the weekend is ahead. Whether that means you're starting the weekend like myself, or if you're in Europe or what have you, and the weekend is still ahead of you, it's not long now. Not long now. However, in the immediate future, we are going to be having a look at Forza Horizon 5. In particular, trying to unlock the new Lynk Co. 03, which has come with this week's set of quests. And see what that has for us. I've seen one or two videos on it and some stuff about it, and it looks pretty nice. To be honest, it looks like an interesting car, which is a nice change from some of the quest rewards of late, which haven't really done a huge amount for me in terms of getting me excited. And it's a company that I've never heard of until this week, basically. And the car looks nice enough. So, let's get it on. Get it done. Now we just gotta wait for the game to load up. And then we can jump in and start zooming. And hopefully winning. For those of you who were here last week, you'll remember that your boy right here did really quite well. I think I got a W, if I remember correctly, in the team event, the trial. Will I be able to repeat that? Probably not, but I guess we'll find out, huh? You and me together. You're probably asking yourself, why do you sound so chipper? I'll tell you the reason. I've got Monday off because it's Labor Day in New South Wales. So I'm very excited. A long weekend, baby. Start the game. Already. And I should deploy myself. My apologies, that is very unprofessional. There we go. Okay. Now we wait again. Yep, we're using the right microphone, that's a huge plus. It's just all professionalism. All the way down at Commander Jow. Oh, sorry, at twitch.tv/Commander Jow. Nothing like a sugar-free lemonade to round out the workday. I find that sugar-free lemonades, or sugar-free drinks in general, for the most part, I don't know about healthier. I mean, there's obviously less sugar in it, hence the name. But there's always those, I don't know, rumors, old wives' tales that they've got a whole mess of cancerous chemicals in them. So I never know if it's really the healthier option per se, or if it's just like kind of a devil you know situation. In that you know you're not getting sugar, but you might be getting something else. I don't know. But I find that they are, as a rule of thumb, sweeter. And that's a big plus for me. Okay. What's coming up? Okay. Now, what is the trial this week? Interesting. Not what I expected from the cover photo. But then again, I wasn't paying attention. C600. I own all of them. Let's see what we can do with the Sandman, I think.
Welcome back, comrade.
Thanks for having me, Anna. do appreciate the personalised welcome every week. It's a pretty big deal for me. Yeah, normally I would take it out and give it a whirl, see what needed to be upgraded and what have you, but let's just take a stab in the dark and see what we reckon needs to be upgraded. Okay, well, I'm not doing any of those because unfortunately I don't like them. Okay, so that doesn't really do a huge amount. C600, that's what we're going for. I kind of forgot halfway. Yep, that's not going to help. Come on, load the engine noise. What else we got? We can get a V12 in this bad boy. Come on, load the V6. There we go. Okay, let's stick with Old Faithful. And let's work on the handling first, I reckon. Let's start by getting the power to the ground. Let's get some street tires. We've already made those as wide as we can. Stick them as far out as we can. It's only +4, but shoots up the handling. We need some better brakes for sure. I'm gonna go on a limb and say we almost certainly need some better handling, better gearboxes. The straight is the only one that launches everything up by a little bit. Let's go with that then. Get a better throttle body. Get a bit of carburetor. If we put on a spoiler, a bit more play with. Nah. Done that. Get some better spark plugs. Okay. A bit of intake. We'll give it a paint. And then I think we're ready for the trial. Take her out in the open Mexican road. If I click on the right button. I am feeling the green for sure. For those of you who've been watching the Underground 2 playthrough, you'll know that all of the cars I've had in that are green as well. And I've just been really vibing with the green, I guess, of late, particularly for the cars. And it'll definitely stand out against more orange and red ones of the standard other utes, so that's a plus. Even if this one isn't strictly a ute. It's more of a station wagon or an estate, depending where you are. Alright. Okay, it's maybe not the fastest, but we'll see what we can do. Let's find a group. It's nice to be on the right side of the vehicle again. So there's a tachometer, a clock, and a speedo. But I don't know what that other one is down underneath my left hand, which is just that linear dial. It goes to 16. Don't know if this is going to be a winner, this car. But we'll see. I don't have any other plans for tonight. Means we have to go back to the drawing board. We'll, I don't know, have a look at the Lightning or the El Camino. Alright, let's see if we can't find a competent crew. It's a bit lumbering, this car. That's probably more my fault than anything. Can we do some rudimentary tuning to try and fix that? Just in time to join the session. Oh, I can take the Wu Ling? Interesting. I want to take the Wu Ling. No. I can't remember, was the Wu Ling like just really low? Yeah, oh, isn't the Subaru? The Brat, or whatever it's called? Why are we all facing in different directions? I mean, it looks cool. Volkswagen pickup, interesting. Okay, now we're all facing the right way. Jeez. Oh, no, I don't want... It is an absolute disaster out here. What is going on? Gracious me. Why are we only showing like a quarter of the leaderboard as well? I don't know, something screwy is going on. We are winning, and that's good. What is William in? Lightning, perhaps? Yes. Or lightning. Come on, William. What the William? Just shooting by. Well, the green machine is actually holding its own, which is nice. I didn't even know that Volkswagen pickup was in the game, to be honest, until just now. I can't remember it being in the base game. I honestly can't remember it in any way. Alright, we did pretty well. I thought that car was going to be significantly more underwhelming than it was. We may have actually made a pretty competent vehicle, at least for C600. Alright. Pretty sweet. Oh, it's the Hot Wheels shirt. Yeah. I was gonna say, it's very Guy Fieri. So we've won that one, so hopefully if we win this one, we can knock out the trial in just 2 races, which is always a nice way to start the stream, start the questing. Alright, let's go. Oh, that's... no, I thought that was the Sandman. That's a Camino just without the tray cover. Interesting. Oh, AI traffic. Oh, gracious. Still got the checkpoint. We're hanging in there. We're kicking the AI team's ass, which is always a plus. Particularly after such a chaotic beginning. Bruv. Damn, that's quick. He's got no handling, so he's got to slow down the corners all the time. Sorry, so they don't want to kind of murder me afterwards. But it's always important on online races because some people can take accidental nudges as intentional. Let's get the music back. It's not quite as just dead air. Even if it is just drum and bass. One advantage of the upgrade path we took is you can take these corners pretty much flat. So I'm catching up on this pair of Caminos. I might pull away on the highway. Or if I get distracted and run into a car. Yeah, look at that, they're gunning it now. DBZ fan 1997, who's probably, what, 25 years old, given the tag, has fallen back to third, unfortunately. Still podium finish, so nothing to be shameful of. But it looks like they're desperately fighting for second up there. Narrowly avoiding the X-Class. And there we go, I think that's our trial done. Yeah, wow, we crushed it. How are they on 544? How are these guys on 544 and they won? There's something screwy going on here. They must be doing something with their tires or some such. So they've got like zero handling. Yeah, the green was a good choice, really stood out. Alright, let's dive into the rest of the playlist. What else do we have to do? Oh, we should have a look at the shop too. Please do. Gotta get the trousers. And we'll get the horn. Okay, what do we have? Okay, that's the Eclipse GSX. Or we go for the Megane. Let's go for the Megane. I don't know if I've got that one. Yeah, let's do that. What do we... C... 600? Yeah, we can do that. I'm getting that Civic that we just saw. I swear I just saw a Civic. Oh, maybe it was stock. Beans. Have another one. I could take that one. Okay. What car was I allowed to have? Oh, so I don't own that one. Okay. And the Prelude does qualify. Which I do own. Let's break out the Prelude then. Let's go customize it! Okay, we'll be going the opposite direction for a little bit.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
This is front wheel drive? I can't remember. Yeah, it is. Wow, real VTEC hours up in here. Oh, that's a weird dashboard, huh?
Turn left.
Having dials just on the door is kind of funky too.
Turn left.
I made that corner.
You have arrived at your destination.
Okay. What can we do to you? Not a huge amount of customization. It is front wheel drive, but we can make it rear wheel drive. It does look like a rear wheel drive car. But let's leave it front wheel drive for now. Let's give it some more front wheel drive grip. Let's give it a bit more of a stance. Let's give it some better front wheel drive tires. Let's try sport tire compound. Let's get a bit JDM and give it some different wheels. Let's just go BBS. That's pretty kind of typical. And I'll make them a little bit bigger, channeling a bit of my Underground 2 experience. Some proper brakes in here. Yeah, let's get race suspension for 2 PI point. Better anti-roll bars. Let's have a look at the gearbox. What? Okay. I don't know why sports transmission is 2 PI less than street. Alright, come on. Okay, that's the only one we can afford to put on it, PI wise. And we can get an extra 3 kilowatts out. Let's make it a little less kind of Lexus beige as well. Let's go for something a little bit sportier in the old color department. Now that color is quite nice. Let's see if we can't get that in metal fleck. Kind of that color, isn't it? Let's do that, because I'm lazy. Let's just make these bad boys white. Because I'm a sucker for a white or a black set of rims. We'll just leave those red. Not bad. That kind of dark teal, I think looks quite nice on this guy. Right, now let's go do this race to get the Renault Megane. In our retro hot hatch.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Which apparently this is.
In 100 meters, turn right.
You can really hear the VTEC kind of. But the C600, yeah, that's what we're racing, C600, is definitely a nice change. It's a lot more sedate in the speeds and what have you that you're facing. A lot more kind of, well, not that it's ever going to be real world, but it's a lot closer to real world speeds. Oh, how impolite of me. Hold on, let me turn on my speedo. How impolite. There we go. Now we can see the speed without concern about my avatar blocking it. And my apologies for that.
In 400 meters, turn left. Turn left. In 400 meters, turn left. The next Horizon Arcade event will begin any minute now.
I couldn't care less, Anna.
Enjoy. Turn left. You have arrived early. Horizon Arcade will begin
That's
soon.
cool, Anna. I'm just here for the race. Let's go. It is a weird looking car to have in front wheel drive. let alone what would be described as a hot hatch class. I don't know, long noses to me I always associate with at least rear wheel drive. Like, power has to be going to the rear axle at some point. Whether it also goes to the front axle through an all-wheel drive system, that's something else. Doing kind of alright traveling through the city. Not too choppy. One other exciting thing, bollocks. This weekend, apart from it being a long weekend, I'm hoping to do some work on a computer that I'm putting together to hopefully replace this one and upgrade to more current generation PC parts, graphics card and CPU and what have you. So I'm looking forward to that hopefully working. You know, fingers crossed. If it doesn't work, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because rehousing a computer, a pre-built, that just wasn't working, and I'm hoping that in rehousing it, it will work, because I've done basically everything else I can to make it work. It was an Alienware R11 that I bought to work from home during Sydney's lockdown last year. And the 3080 that came with it did not like existing basically. And I'm hoping that it just didn't like existing in the case, because it had pretty rubbish airflow. Had a single intake fan and then a single exhaust fan through a AIO radiator, and that was it. So airflow wasn't super crash hot. So I'm hoping that putting in a better airflowed case, de-shrouding it, that kind of stuff, is what my friend's talking about doing, who I'll be doing it with tomorrow. Hopefully all of these steps will allow it all to, work. And then I can upgrade the stream computer from a 6th generation Core i7 to a 10th generation Core i7. From a GTX 1070 to an RTX 3080. Really kick things up a gear. Alright, well, we got that done. Let's move on to the next one. Keep on questing for this Lynk Co. Oh, there's the next one right yonder.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
I'll take the first exit.
In 100 meters, turn right.
You can't stop an Australian from driving on the wrong side of the road in a video game.
In 100 meters, turn sharp left.
That's right, that'll buff out.
In 200 meters, turn right. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
Sick drift. Hopefully all of that work on the computer will make things better for the stream, and in particular on days like this. Sort out loading times a little bit. Not that this game has unattractive loading times. But you know. Every little bit helps, right? Man, this has such a low pickup off the line. It has almost no torque down low. I mean, I guess that's because it's a Honda. Gotta wait for that VTEC to kick in. Gotta load up the clutch till I'm at like 6,000 RPM or something, and then just dump it all and we're off to the races. Going a little bit over the red line to 7,500 RPM. That's the VTEC difference, baby. There are no pedestrian cars, which is weird. I was pretty sure this was a street race. Ergo, pedestrian cars. But I guess not. That mountain distance does look pretty nice. And all those balloons and what have you over there. Can be a good looking game. Even with my relatively middling horsepower of the computer. And across the line. Nothing but net. Okay, one more and then we'll get the Renault Megane. Should be nice. They're definitely unique looking cars, the early 2000s Meganes, but they're not bad looking cars, I don't think, at least.
Take the second exit.
The engine note does get a bit grating after a while.
In 400 meters, you will arrive at your destination.
That's the bridge in the distance. That's those two towers there. Okay. One last race. Do it in a VR6 GTI. It's got a launch of 2. That explains a lot. You know what? Why not? Let's try it out. Let's compare and contrast. Let's see what a VR6 can do for us. Very cool engine for VRs. Very cool engine. Gee, it's dark. At least on the ground. Alright, let's see what this VR6 can do. Oh, quicker off the line, that's for sure. Which you'd hope so, because we're going up from a launch of 2, basically. The only way was up. I think the problem was the Prelude had a little bit too much VTEC. What up? My German brother? But then, yeah, this is a much better car than the Prelude. Or Prelude. Why did I say Prelude? Weird. Prelude, right? I'd call it a prelude in a book. Okay, we're not catching up super quickly, but they're also not pulling away. Any meaningful extent. Now we're catching up. we don't spin out. Zoom, zoom. What are you? Forward? We did it at just the right time. Any later, and I don't know if we would have been able to get across the line of the W there. Oh, there's a Sirocco. Ooh. There you go. I thought for sure that was a Ford. Oh no, it is a Sirocco now that I see it properly. We got them again. Yep, let's have a look. Let's get our buttocks on that driver's seat, which we already have. Must have missed it, that's alright. Nothing wrong with having two. Wow, that engine kind of loaded in a little bit late. Interesting, it's right-hand drive. Not complaining, but not what I expected from a French car. The important question. What are we going to do next? We could go do this very easily. No, there's no event lab. That's a right shame. They're a bit hit and miss, but they're often
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
impressive creative feats, if nothing else. Very cool car. And very distinctive look.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right.
There are a few cars with more distinctive silhouettes than this regard.
In 400 meters, turn left.
Dual center exhaust as well.
Turn left.
Awesome.
In 200 meters, turn left. Turn left. In 200 meters,
Love me some symmetry.
Turn right. Turn right.
Finding it hard to deal with in
At the roundabout,
Underground 2,
the second exit.
where all the cars I've owned have had exhaust pipes on one side of the car. Uncool. one of the basic parts of a cool car is symmetrical exhaust pipes, in my opinion. Whether that's in the center or one on each side, but symmetrical exhaust pipes. That could just be one in the middle, don't get me wrong, it doesn't have to be two. But I think, for my money, a symmetrical exhaust pipe makes the back of a car look better, than just one on one side. Sorry. Oop, that's the wrong button. Let's take a photo with old mate over here doing a sweet doughy. Love it. Not that I particularly wanted the ankle socks, but we got the points, and that's the important part. Scenery, untouched, sure. Yeah, we'll exit photo mode.
Huh, how did you do that? You're faster on dirt than I am on tar.
What do you mean? I just took a photo. Why are you playing catch up all of a sudden, game? Can't be bothered to do that one. There seems to be too much effort involved. What is this one? What cars are we racing in this one? Nice selection of cars. A800. What's the... do I have a Lotus? What is my Lotus? A8... 790. 799. Yeah, we can do that. Let's go have a look.
In 100 meters, turn left.
That is annoying that the steering wheel is on the left-hand side in an English car. Really doesn't seem like there's any rhyme or reason to what side of the car it's on. Which is a real darn shame. More than happy to be overtaken by a Jaguar CX-75.
You have arrived at your destination.
Oh wow, that's a lot of races. I didn't expect that. Okay, everyone get comfy. This is going to take a little bit, it seems. Now after all that, do we actually want to use the Lotus, or do we want to use something else? We could use the Alpine, which would be fun. It's slightly quicker, got better handling, better acceleration, better launch, but worse brakes. Let's try it out. After all of that. They are good looking cars, the Alpines. Very cool cars. And look at that. Symmetrical exhaust pipe. Coincidence? I don't think so. Here we go. This one's got pedestrian traffic. Don't know why the other one didn't. Hello, fellow Alpine. For some reason we are absolutely crushing them. I don't rightly know why that is. Not that I'm complaining, mind. I'm more than happy with getting an easy W. Particularly when we've got 5 races that we want to do. Yeah, I think these cars would be very cool to have. Not that I could A, ever justify owning one, B, ever afford one. But it's nice to dream sometimes. Bollocks. I have no idea where I am. Right in the middle of it. Alright, let's see if I can recover from my self-imposed handicap. I don't know. Place your bets now. At the very least, I want to land on the podium. Get out of it, Supra. Okay, we're on the podium. Let's see if we can get an extra step or two up. Ooh. Doesn't look like it. That's alright. Third isn't too bad given what we had to recover from. Oh, we were close to second though. Close to second. We'll just have to settle for third. Oh, we were very close. We were what? 0.1 of a second off? Not bad. Let's do this one next. This time let's try to cock it up. I'm messing up a...
Turn left.
Sorry for interrupting, Anna. I'm messing up a corner badly at that.
Turn left.
I do wish Anna would take you on less dirt tracks.
Turn right.
That'll be really choice.
Turn right.
Particularly in a car that is not made for dirt tracks. They don't have dirt tires.
turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
See if we can't redeem the Alpine. But I think that was mostly driver error, if we're honest. Come on, tight. There we go. Sure is like we've got a nice car to look at. Let's go. I probably want the roof up, my guy. Like, I appreciate you gotta get him attitude, but I think I want the roof up. Particularly with all this water mist being kicked up by everyone. There's an Exige and a Z4M. Now it's just an Alpine first. Let's open. Be a bit more proactive on the braking than we were last time. Ooh, almost lost it there. A bit tighter than I would have liked. Odds on it's a full moon up there. Let's check. Yep. I have a feeling it was. Just felt like full moon. Oh, I got a leaf of grass. Focus. I wanted the car. Pretty sweet shot. Might as well take it while we're here. Put that there. Give it a quick save. And we'll get back to winning the race. $651 cars. That is a lot of cars to take photos of. In Horizon 2, I can't remember, I don't think I got all of them, but I was definitely on the lookout for that kind of, for the different cars and what have you. I made a point of always taking a photo, like, as soon as they said go, just because there were 12 cars together in one shot. There was a good chance that you would get, you know, ones you hadn't seen before, whatever. So I got a fair way through it, I think, but yeah, ever since then I just haven't been bothered for whatever reason. Let's go. No, let's not get that one. Let's try that one out. Trying to get ones that lead on to the... Oh, they just lead away from each other. Whatever. Go for this one. We're facing the right way at least. Turn left. Almost beat you to it, Anna.
In 400 meters, you will arrive at your destination.
That was a lot closer than I thought it was. I feel like it looked a lot further away. Oh, there was a graffiti. Oh, a street art,
You
I should
have
say.
arrived at your destination.
Keep driving in the Alpine, even though we've proven its worth. And mine as well. Having 1-1 without spinning out. I'm just gonna wait for it to load while we admire the curves of the Alpine. Okay, here we go. You look pretty good in black. Ooh. I don't know why you suddenly braked, my guy. You're in a Lowe's, you should have been able to take that corner flat. Nice color scheme. Alright, back in first. Oop, almost missed that. I'm too used to Underground 2 physics from playing that on Wednesday. Which are obviously a little bit different to Horizon 5 physics. There's a bit more computation going on. Oh, there goes the wing mirrors. We do be zooming. So far, we are zooming responsibly, which is nice. Not like following the law of the road or anything like that, but responsibly in that we haven't spun out or anything. More important. Damn it, the car despawned. I was hoping to run into it just as I was crossing the finish line. That would be funny. You know it's a good race when you finish 10 seconds before at least someone. $20,000, not bad. Okay, now we've got to... We're over here, so I guess we'll go to this one next, even though it won't take us anywhere near where we need to go for the last one. It would be nice if the races would kind of join into each other in the championship, at least kind of drop you adjacent to them or something at the end.
Turn left.
Morning commute. Well, most of Mexico is up. But for the crazy gringos at the Horizon Festival.
In 400 meters, you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
Okay. Do we want to have a look at another car? Maybe so. Let's get behind the wheel of a Cayman. Let's change it up a little bit. Welcome aboard, Shadow. How are you this afternoon? We're doing the last two races in our grind for the Lynk Co. 03. It's a bit kind of eh. But I've heard interesting enough things about the Lynk Co. And it's a car I've never really heard of before, so I'm interested at least to pick it up and walk around it. The front is definitely unique from what I've seen. It does, yeah, it is a little bit of an acquired taste, but I do like that it looks better than, I feel like it lands a lot better than the newer large grille BMW fronts. Thank you, Sergeant. I think it's a plug-in hybrid in reality, but I don't know for certain. Yeah, those ones. Don't know what possessed them to do it, but yeah, those ones. I think the Lynk Co is definitely nicer than those ones. Yeah. I mean, they still sell. I've seen some on the roads. So it's not like people aren't buying them because they're ugly or whatever, or because we think they're ugly. Guess you just kind of count for taste, huh? We have absolutely left them in our dust. Wherever they may be. Right, what was that you said? Yeah, I mean, almost all the cars I drive in this game I'd be happy owning, to be honest. But the chance of that happening are slim to none. I found it surprising. I was looking at like the pricings of Porsches the other day, and a Porsche 911 is more expensive base than a Taycan is, and I did not expect that. Where's the last one of these? There it is. Let's go over there a bit quickly. I thought for sure a Taycan would cost at least as much, if not more, than a 911.
Turn left. In 400 meters, turn right.
Yeah, they're gonna... I don't know. I think you're gonna have to pry the 911 out of their cold dead hands, to be honest.
Turn right.
I'm just surprised they haven't done an electric or at the very least hybrid 911 yet. Yeah, maybe. I've never been in a Porsche, I don't think, not that I can think of at least. But I do wonder if there is just a tiny bit of merit in having the nominal 4 seats that a 911 has in terms of everyday use over the 712s or whatever they're called. Nice. Why do I can't place that one, but I recognize it. I think the most exotic car I've been driven in. Let's think. When I was in Christchurch, New Zealand, for whatever reason, I caught an Uber, and for whatever reason the person picked me up in an S-Class, That was pretty classy.
Turn sharp left.
It's probably the most exotic car I've been in, now that I think about it. Yeah, it was definitely weird because I wasn't doing one of the luxury, like, Uber Blacks or whatever they're called. I was just in a regular Uber, and I got the red carpet treatment, which was nice. And it was a proper, if not current gen, just one gen behind S-Class. It wasn't like
400
an older one,
Turn left.
you know, a lot older. That was really surprising.
Turn left.
Supposedly the driver said it was because he was a tall fellow and this was the only car that would fit him. I think that's a lie.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Yeah. No. I was... that reminds me, actually. I was in the States with my family. My stepfather, who, as an academic, was working at the university... at University of Massachusetts, I think? For 2 weeks,
Arrived at
as
your
a kind of
destination.
working holiday kind of thing. And so we were in a small town in Massachusetts and we caught a taxi because we didn't have a car. And it was a people mover because there were 4 of us. So my parents get in the regular back seat and then my brother and I get in the very back seat. And then as the car accelerates, my brother and I fall backwards slightly because the back seat isn't properly secured to the floor. So yeah, that was a proper shed of a car. What do we want to drive this time? Let's try that one out. Why not? The one people mover I would be honoured to own is the C4 Picasso. Those are very nice looking cars in my opinion. And also I would definitely own a people mover over an SUV. I think the C4 Picasso is a really, really attractive car. Particularly for what it is. But yeah, I would definitely own a people mover over the oh yeah, the Multipa's an interestingly designed car, to put it absurdly politely. Sorry, Supra. Or the Sangyong, whatever it's called, which is another rubbish looking people mover. But people movers, for the most part, at least in Australia, have kind of died a death. No one really sells, and I can't think of one at least. No one really sells a old-fashioned people mover anymore, for the most part. You either buy a 7-seat SUV, like your, you know, Toyota Prados or Klugers or whatever, and Mazda CX-9s and all that kind of stuff. or you get a luxury people mover like the, well, you know, luxury in air quotes, like the Toyota Grandria, whatever it's called. Come on, buddy. I think, yeah, they take a lot more effort, people movers, to look good, I think, is the right way to put it. And some organizations don't put the effort in, basically. Because they're an inherently less attractive proposition, you know? Trying to fit 7 people or 8 people even, with a modicum of space, into something that's at least partially aerodynamic and safe. There's not a huge amount of real room for making it look nice. Which I think is why the seafloor is such an impressive feat for me. Oh yeah, that's another one I quite like. It's weird, but I do like the look of the Espace. Because I wouldn't say that's a people mover per se, so much as a weirdly shaped kind of sedan. In that, as far as I know, it only holds 4 people in its normal configuration. Oh, 4 or 5. I don't think it's got a third row of seats. I think it's just 2 rows. Yeah, I think partly it didn't sell well because it was a pretty funky looking car. And didn't it only have 2 regular doors? Like 1 on each side? They were just really big. I don't remember. I don't know if they ever sold them here in the first place, to be honest. Okay, we've unlocked a Lynk Co. To the showroom. That's astonishing to me. It's really quite surprising.
In 400 meters, turn right.
I wonder if they're still as kind of ballsy as they once were, if they've been really kind of toned down, unfortunately.
Turn left.
Yeah, I had a feeling something like that would have happened.
Turn left. In 200
Sorry.
meters, turn right. Turn right.
Because I feel a lot of Renaults are a little more normal
At the
looking
roundabout,
these days.
take the second exit.
Like even the, I guess it's the last generation Megane at this point, whilst an attractive car, is a lot less kind of weird looking than the one with the big butt. I unlocked that in this stream earlier, and that I was saying I'm pretty sure that's probably going to have one of the most distinctive silhouettes of like any car almost.
In 400 meters, turn right.
Ow.
You have arrived at your
Thank you, Sergeant.
destination.
Okay. Nope. I went my car. Lynk Co? Lynk Co? I don't know. Let's have a look at it though. Ooh, bit of a rhyme. it's funny because it looks very much like if you didn't look at these kind of devil horn headlights above the regular ones, I guess you'd call it, it'll look kind of like a American muscle sedan, like the Dodge Charger or something. Like it's got very big Dodge Charger energy for me from the lower part. Yeah, absolutely it is. The back's quite nice, so these grills here are maybe a little bit much for my taste. But otherwise... Is it a plus sign? Is that their logo? Yeah, I guess it is. Huh. Let me in. Oh, they've got dials for stuff. That's nice. It's a big plus these days, at least. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more American than something from a. Because I believe the company is. Come on, let me out. I believe the company is like Swedish Chinese. Can you get in the back seat? There you go. I did not know that. Come on, out we go. Oh, that was closing the door. I got trapped instead. Let me out. Of course, very important. How much boot space we got? Not a huge amount. Alright, let's take it for a spin. See what damage we can do with it. It's got a definite devil horn kind of feel with those bonnet mounted headlights. And I don't know how to feel about it. I think I'd prefer it a lot more if it didn't have the regular headlights underneath them. Like if it, or if those, oh, gotta break out the other hand. If they continued down, like as vertical stripes along the front bumper, that could be neat. Let's take it for a spin.
In 100 meters, turn left.
And then we'll do some upgrades on it. Because I know it's got a wide body kit. Okay, it's got 8 gears, that's nice.
400 meters, turn sharp
Oh
left.
yeah, I mean, I don't expect it to be part of the new meta or anything like that.
Turn sharp left.
But I do like that they're including cars like this that I've never heard of before. And it makes perfect sense for Lynk Co to do this because I've never heard of them, now I have. And now I'm interested to look them up. I'm not going to buy one, but primarily because I don't think they sell them here yet. But it's interesting, yeah. And it's, I imagine, pretty cheap for you know, getting your name out there. Like, I don't think you really have to pay much of anything to Playground Games to get your game in the car in the game. I imagine they'd be trying to pay you more to get the car in the game. Get the licensing rights or whatever. And even if it just means that subcompact executive, interesting. I mean, it's obviously not an S-class competitor, but yeah, I guess it is about, I don't know, I would have thought it was like a 3 class or a C class kind of thing. Maybe that's what subcompact is, but the way I think of that is more of a 2 series or a A3. Oh yeah. I saw someone unlock this car and play around with it a little bit in Horizon. And they also checked out the website, and they've got, this is the 03 Plus, I guess, judging from the back of it. But there's also the 01, which is a kind of small crossover plug-in hybrid thing, which looked kind of neat as well. Interesting. They're clearly trying to get their name out there, I guess, then. No. Unless they had to, or can you run a hybrid in touring cars, or would you have to strip it out and put in a kind of standard engine? Be that V8 or V6 or whatever it is. But I guess hybrid would make a lot of sense in that you might be able to get better mileage, which means less pit stops. Kind of what Audi used to do with their diesel Le Mans cars. Okay. Alright, so we've driven it stock and it's not great, not bad. I want to have a look at this wide body kit and maybe jazz it up a bit.
In 200 meters, turn left.
Actually, that's what this car feels like. It feels like a car from PNG Drive. That is precisely what this car looked like. A kind of home brand knockoff of another car. something you'd see in a video game like PNG or GTA, but not necessarily in real life.
You have
Just from,
arrived at your
like, there's no
destination.
reason why I'm saying that apart from just how it's styled. Okay. Wide body kit, here we come. Nope, not there because it's over here. Oh, that's the business right there. Much cooler exhaust pipe placement as well. Yeah, that looks the business. I wonder if this is the touring car look or something? Or if you might be even able to get this from the dealership. I don't know. So we're pretty much at B. We're pretty much at the top of B class. We could try for the top of A class. And we are currently rear-wheel drive. I wasn't sure. Let's get some big 295 tires on that. Running 19 inch, not 90-inch wheels. Be able to afford an Ocean with 90-inch wheels. Get some carbon ceramic brakes. Some race springs. Some anti-rolls. Okay, what we need to do is give it more beams. And that might mean we go up to S1 class instead. Put like 100 PI points into getting it faster. We can't up the turbo. We can do that. Give it a 6-speed, that's slightly better. And weight reduction. There we go. Top of A class. Let's take this for a race. Men, maybe we'll take it online. Let's also have a look at the colors we've got. Okay, so it's 2 colors. Creative. Oh, that's right. This is a weird car because the other color group is the kind of the handles, the mirrors, and the antenna. Weird. Okay, so we're going to paint group 1. Let's try and find something a bit different. I mean, even that just looks pretty cool as it is. Thank you, Sergeant. Sticking to the green color from before. Can we paint these white? we'll make you green. Lovely. Let's take it to the track. Put some times in. Now, does anyone have big plans for the weekend coming up? Because I know it's maybe not the weekend for all of you, but it's within eyesight from where everyone is, I think, at this point. Except for maybe Hawaii. Yeah, it's got a bit more get up and go now. A long name for a car company, Lynk Co. Oop. That was the wrong button. That's the button I was looking for. Hello, hello, hello. How have I never seen this before? Oh, bollocks. Shows how often I come along that road. Alrighty. Let's try this out and then we maybe take it online afterwards. We're really getting uncomfortably close to the back end of that car for a while. With those flared haunches and wheel arches, it's a particularly aggressive looking car there. Yeah, the paint jobs turned out really quite nice. Just playing off the motif of the previous one. I find it interesting that the grille, the front grille, isn't symmetrical. Almost, it's like going to one particular side, going to the left. I don't know many other cars that do that. They're normally pretty symmetrical in their grille design. The engine swaps were the Turbo 4, the Turbo Rally 4, and I think the Racing V8, 5.7 litre, but I can't remember. It was a V8 of some sort, which I might have a look at to see how insane one could make this if they wanted to. So there's only two, but they're not bad ones. I was just thinking this could look really nice in a station wagon variant. Yeah. Also, frankly, I just prefer estates, to be honest. They're just more practical, you can put more things in them. Your C-Class, is that a sedan or a station wagon? Or a coupe or a convertible, actually, now that I think about it. Saloon, two-door saloon. Very nice. Yeah, yeah. I guess that kind of sportier body type is more in keeping with your sportier ambitions for the car. I'm going to try and take this online. What are we working with? A. Let's see what Horizon Open thinks of this. And yeah, we'll jump in here. A-Class. All A-Class racing. Let's see what we can get. How much is a body kit? Because it's something I've never looked at before. So I wouldn't even know where to like start. All I know is it's about $1,000 for a front bumper in Underground 2. That's it. Okay. And is that just fiberglass, like plastic, or is it carbon fiber or something exciting like that? But then again, I guess it's a wide kit, so there's a lot of kind of underworks that need to be done as well. Yeah. And then you'd also have to play around with the wheels as well to stick them out somewhat too. I don't know if that's included in that kit. So yeah, I guess it makes sense that it is $20,000. It's not just the cosmetic stuff. Yeah, okay. I'm sure it'll look sick when you, if or when you get it. We'll just need to invest in air suspension so you can get over the speed bumps and what have you. We are not having any luck finding a custom Horizon Open session. Not that I was giving us the biggest chance by just saying I wanted A-class, but whatever's going on. Yeah. Some of the stuff that, like, Pininfarina, I think is how you pronounce it, the Ferrari designing company, I've seen some of their custom stuff. Like the Stratos reboot made on a F430 platform, I think it was. And a P4/5 modern reinterpretation as well. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Like, damn. That was sick. That's a real kind of Euro millions kind of budget we're talking about there. Yes. Let's try and be more specific this time. Let's say road A-class. Oh, well now it worked. I don't know why it didn't work before. I'm glad I did now. Be about Lynk Co. Current car. Yeah. You might be able to get some professional engineers to help remediate that fact. And B, if you've got that much money, you're probably not going to be too worried about it. Yeah, it's not great, I'll be honest. I think that, just off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure that makes things like a Hummer look like a Prius, basically. Positively economical. But maybe the professionals can get you a better engine, same output, but maybe double digits even, MPG. Who knows, let's dream big. I laugh, but for the life of me, I can't remember if I even checked what mileage my creations get. So I can't imagine it's super great. Thank you, Sergeant. But there's definitely cars out there that have, I mean, I can't remember if you've told me what the output of that twin turbo V6 is. There's definitely cars out there that do have a twin turbo V6, which put out a lot of power. They get more than 12 miles per gallon. Like the Giulia, the Alfa Romeo sedan, that's got a twin turbo V6. Okay, it's probably a little bit more than the I have no idea how you pronounce it in Italian. Giulia. But the top of the line version gets something like 400 kilowatts. That's probably not too far off at least the standard variant. The other option is to get two engines. You get one in the front, one in the back. Get two of the A45 AMG 4 cylinders. Oh my goodness. Surely you have to be trying to get 5 MPG at that point. Well, there's another Lynk Co in front. So someone else had the same idea as me. What's the displacement though? Is it like 100 liters? Because that is atrocious. I feel like buildings get better mileage than that. I guess the question is, what horsepower do you get for that investment? Yeah, okay, well. I think we can see where our problem might be coming from. I wonder if it might be better suited to like a 10-cylinder radial engine or something, or in real life. I mean, just the fact that in real life you can do a lot more. Oof. You're gonna need some pretty radical downforce. The more I think about it, the more I think you could probably get better mileage, even with a 6.6 litre twin turbo V10 putting out almost 2,000 brake horsepower. Because there's things like the game is pretty limited in terms of what you can actually do. Like, you know, you could get the electric turbochargers that Mercedes is using in its more recent cars. You just use electricity in part, plug-in hybrid. So yeah, I reckon if you went to a car house or whatever and said, I've got $1 bajillion, make me a car, I reckon you could make things work. That's nice. But I basically just want more options in the engines. Like W's. Larger straights and smaller V's. Yeah, superchargers, diesel, electric. Like, there's a lot of... I imagine it's a small team developing it, but there's a lot of things that are pretty basic when it comes to cars that are kind of missing. Rotaries, yeah. Like, I want to try and make a V4 engine or a straight 7. I imagine that's, you know, more kind of research work on the devs' part, because they're not really common at all. But, you know. Okay. We'll try it for a full 3 races and see if it is better once I get used to it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let us get wacky with it. Let me put a straight V8 in. A straight 8, sorry. Let me put a V4 in my hatchback instead of a flat 4 or a straight 4. Let me put a flat 8 in something. Let me make a motorcycle engine like some cars have. A V2 or a flat 2 or whatever. I don't know if it's patented by Volkswagen, but VR engines. Oh, well, I bollocks that up. Yeah. I feel like it's weird that I can't... What I can twin turbocharge and can't. Like, I feel like every engine in that game I should be able to twin turbocharge. Even if it is just a 4-cylinder engine. Let me put a turbocharger for every 2 cylinders on my engine. So what if I have more turbocharger displacement than I do actual engine displacement? Let me have it. Oh, where'd you come from? Oh. Yeah. Like, it's not entirely beyond the realm of reason. Just that it's not at all common these days for probably very sensible reasons. But automation is not an inherently sensible game. Ow. Yeah. I think, I don't know, I think one of the best things that could probably happen for automation is if it got bought by a publisher. Like Paradox or something like that. Just so they had more money to bring on more people to do more stuff more quickly. I'm sure the automation dev team wouldn't like me to say that or want to hear that, but definitely how it feels. And I understand that there's going to be a lot of people wanting different things. Like, not everyone's going to care a huge amount about engine updates and will perhaps more want a more fleshed out interior stuff or whatever. Or the campaign to be fixed or something. Wow, you are understeering like no one's business. Yeah. And that really, I think, that was the reason I bought the game, to be honest. I'd always had my eye on it, and BeamNG to a lesser extent. But when I saw that they'd partnered and done that, I was like, yeah, I can probably, you know, warrant the cost of whatever it was, like $80, $100 to buy them both. Because I really like those games where you can design it and then use it. Like Kerbal Space Program is one of my favorite games because I can make my rocket and then I can fly my rocket. And, you know, test it, see if it works, see if it doesn't. I don't think I've ever actually, not that I can think of at least, I don't think I've ever actually played BeamNG, like, itself. I've only ever used it to drive my automation vehicles for the most part. I think I may have once or twice just played BeamNG for BeamNG's sake, and not as an extension of automation. But 9 times out of 10, it's me getting into a car, specifically on the Italian map, starting at the airport and doing some kind of speed runs on the runway to see if it's up to spec, and then jumping into driving out of the airport and roaming around the kind of city that they've got there. Yeah, I've done that once or twice. I haven't done it recently, I don't know why. There was, I did find on the workshop, there was a hill climb map. It wasn't especially detailed, it was literally just a mountainside. Starting at a dock on the coast and then driving up the mountain to basically a lookout. But there were 2 tracks. There was a road track and an off-road track, and I did some hill climb tests with my Golf R knockoff there. can't remember, but I don't think it had a very good kind of lap recording system for that kind of purpose. Like, it would have been nice if it would almost like replace the previous lap time that you drove in the same car with the one that you just drove. So it was just one entry per vehicle. I'm sure there's a way to do it, or probably, but just haven't found it. I normally don't. I normally put it to sport or something, but I'll put the gearbox normally on manual. Like dual clutch manual, but manual nonetheless. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. Yeah, I mean, that'd be the dream, right? Yeah. I'm surprised that someone hasn't remade these Horizon maps in PNG in the workshop. Now that I think about it, I wonder if there's an Isle of Man in PNG in the workshop. That could be pretty cool. Okay, so it's not the quickest in this, guys. Understeer is like no one's business. Gee, that was a big crash. I suddenly shot up 3 spots from dead last to 7. That's a nice change. Yeah, it does. Sounds a lot better than the Prelude engine I had earlier in the stream. It was a bit much. I blame VTech for that, to be honest. It does look good from the front now with that wider body kit. Let's see what we're going to be racing, what class we're racing next. Because whatever it is, I don't think it'll be the Lycan. Okay, let's take a break from A class. Let's have a look at our message center first. Spin the wheels. Let's sell. Very nice. Okay. Let's see what open racing we've got going on. Welcome to racing. Yeah, sure, let's do S1. What do we want to drive, though? Getting a bit too slow over there. Could take the SLS out for a spin. Let's take the Audi. Haven't driven the NR8 for a while. Seems so obvious for Audi to build a supercar like this, but such a masterstroke when they did it. Helps that they're in the same family as Lamborghini, obviously, but yeah, I mean, why not, right? No sense in reinventing the wheel if you don't have to. Oopsie daisy. I definitely liked them back then, back in this kind of form when they were a bit more curvy. Oh yeah, they did, didn't they? I wonder if they'll bring that back as a kind of weekly quest car or something. Frankly, I'm more disappointed they got rid of the V8 version. In reality. I mean, obviously it'll never be able to compete with the full fat V10 Audi R8, but I feel it just made sense to have that as a kind of a bridge between, say, the Audi TT to the Audi R8. Because it originally was only the V8, I think, and then the V10 turned up slightly after it was launched. Which is why they've got the bulge in the fins. The slat, whatever you want to call it. Three 4 GTs, okay. Sensing some meta going on. So the 05 GT is a good looking car. There's no denying that in my opinion. Oh, cool. It's gonna be one of them lobbies. Let the Porsches kill themselves. Yeah, it's a really good recreation and homage, if you will, to the original GT40, which I think, whilst the new 4 GT might be a great car, doesn't really have the same kind of continuity that the GT had. I don't mind the more modern Ford Focuses, and while it's not modern anymore, the Mondeo was quite nice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, the GT4 GTs were not meta. They were just chosen for their looks, I guess, because they didn't make it. Except for the one that came third. Oh yeah, Cosworth, of course. But like the Ford Focus ST and the Fiesta ST, there's definitely still a little bit of that kind of Ford around. One of the many reasons why I wish I knew how to drive a manual. Fiesta ST looks like a mighty fine car. And the i20N as well. Both of those cars are only offered in their hottest of hatch versions in Australia, and they're both only in manual. Oh gracious. Bummer, man. Come on. Alex. Oh yeah. Well, what you should do is you should just take your C63 engine out of your C63 and put it in a Volkswagen Fox. Don't worry about changing the front wheel drive or anything like that. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, I think that's probably the only place it would fit, to be honest. Let's see if we can find another road racing one. We might call it a bit early at 11 because I'm feeling pretty bullished after the week. The VW Fox has been discontinued. There you go. Sure. Why not? Let's take out our Rising Sun Honda Civic. So is the Fox basically a Volkswagen Polo? Yeah, I thought so. Okay. I'm surprised it wasn't a Fox GTI then, there's a Polo GTI. Which is another car that would be super choice to have in my garage. I was unironically very tempted to pick up a... Oh, I see, okay. That makes sense then. I was looking through some used car websites and I was unironically very tempted by a Hyundai Veloster. I think that could be a pretty sick car. But it required money that I did not have to spend. Just gonna have to keep buying those lottery tickets. Yep. That's how you know we're playing Forza Online. We come unghosted right at the first corner. Awesome. Well, we'll have to see how Mr. Bone Shaker ends up going. Well, one of the 73 Skylines custom mods is a kind of rally pack, isn't it? I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just thinking of a really aggressive turbocharger swap or something. See if we can finish the race. Maybe. I don't know. I think I'm just misinterpreting the Skyline 73's body mod where you run the... You've got that huge intercooler and you're running some of the cabling through one of the headlight ports. Which I think is the 73 Skyline. Maybe I'm just interpreting that as a rally mod when I shouldn't be. Oh, sorry, the Datsun. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I'm impressed that guy came first. I didn't expect that. Well done, you. Yeah, it must be the Datsun then that I'm thinking of. Oh boy, I can feel myself fading quickly. Shadow, do you know if Cupra, the brand, is in this game? That'd be another interesting one for them to add in if they ever got around to it. There goes that Warthog somehow. Ah, bollocks. But isn't C, it's part of Volkswagen, correct? Okay. Oh well. They recently launched in Australia, Cupra. We've never had C before, I don't think. So, interesting seeing those kind of cars around. Well, on, you know, magazines and billboards. Oh, well, there goes the spoiler. I haven't seen any reviews of them or whatever, but some of the Cupra offerings are pretty nice on paper, at least. Pretty XY, but seems that you get a good amount of car for what you're spending, at least in the performance stakes. Yeah, absolutely. Same with Skoda. I feel like Skoda's a very overlooked brand as well. I mean, it is basically Volkswagen, but just a little bit more checked and a little bit cheaper as a result. Even if it does mean the resale value does kind of suffer as a result. It's amazing what getting bought by a enormous German car making corporation can do for your reputation. I was quite legitimately thinking of buying a, admittedly quite old at this point, but a Skoda Fabia 132? RS 132, I guess it's called. Oh, are we gonna make it across the line? But I was partly talked out of it and partly wanted something a bit more practical. I also found the driving position quite uncomfortable. It's very upright. Yeah, that makes sense, the Superb being a taxi over there. It does have a certain taxi vibe to it. Oh, what the hell, I'll do one more set of 3, and then we'll call it. Let's find something a bit different. You have Ferrari Testarossa? Perhaps? Yeah, why not? It's not your common A-class fare. Yeah, I might have to look it up after this. I also appreciate the fact that the Skoda Fabia at least, was offered in a wagon version here as well. And even in... You can even get the VRS version in a wagon as well, which I think is very cool. Well, there's 2 bone shakers, so we're definitely not coming first or second. Oh, the good old Lamborghini Gallardo. Oh, bollocks. He lagged in front of me there. I feel Skodas and Volkswagens to a slightly lesser extent are the kind of car that I'd like to own because they're, you know, European, so slightly classier than your Japanese or Korean fare for the most part. But they're also still pretty normy. Like they're not. Like I feel Mercedes, BMW, and Audi are quite upper class cars, for lack of a better term, whereas I feel Volkswagen and to a larger extent Skoda are still very proletarian. At least in their lower echelon of Volkswagen, and for a majority of the range in Skoda's case, I think. Not to say anything against the Korean cars, like Hyundai and Kia in particular have really pulled up their socks in the last decade, in my opinion. Yeah. But literally one of my dream cars is a... Ooh, hold on. Is a Mark 7 Golf all-track. Oh, I almost beat a bone shaker. That is rough. Or R-Wagon. I think those are like the perfect proportion car. I don't think I could really want for too much more. Yeah, we'll see. If the way interest rates are going, I don't know. Oh, yeah, watch this space. There's also the fact that at least down here, they recommend it as taking 95 unleaded. Whereas, for example, the Veloster that I said I looked at just in window shopping, that takes 91 unleaded. So it's a bit cheaper at the Bowser. Yeah. Outside of the fact that if I did buy another car, I would really be tempted to pick up a plug-in hybrid if I could, for the same reason. My commutes there and back is probably sufficient to be covered by the battery load of almost any plug-in hybrid. Oh, come on. Ugh, just made it past. Whoa. What is happening there? Oh. Been a bit too early there. Come on, buddy. The top of the range Volvos, the V60s and what have you, in their T8 variant with the 4-cylinder supercharged turbocharged i4 and a plug-in hybrid, seem like pretty nice things as well. I could go for a V60 in that variant. Yeah. Yeah, the Volvo C30 was nice. And the V40? Their more recent hatchback was quite nice too. Proper battle of the 90s supercars here. Testarossa and a Dodge Viper. Can't let Detroit win. We've got to give the W to Maranello. Seems like he's putting in a lot of work to make sure that doesn't happen. Not quite as effortless as it is in this car to keep it on track. But instead it ran into a staircase. He still came only in 5th, surprisingly. He did well. 240 SX came in 3rd. Well done. And the Bone Shaker only came in 2nd. By a pretty substantial margin, actually. That Gallardo owned us. 242. Damn. That's a nice looking car, the Gallardo. Very nice. I prefer it in the coupe, but in general the Gallardo is very nice. Those tall headlights, lovely. Thank you, Sergeant. Alright, let's do it for the 90s. Let's see if we can't stay in 3rd. Alright, not looking great for staying in 3rd currently, if I'm honest. Oop. Sounds like someone hit that pedestrian. Okay. Yeah, right. Well, if you remember, my avatar in this game has entirely cybernetic limbs, so I should be alright when it comes to clutch strength. I was pushed into that by that bloke. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, didn't it ever? If anything, it put more sails out rather than putting out the anchor. This is a properly good race, an M1, a Dodge Viper from 99, and a Testarossa. Well, they clearly have a bit of trouble getting off the line. Each time they've started in front of me, and each time I've overtaken them as they kind of sit there spinning their wheels. Desperately trying to get some traction. Oh, we might get the M1. Don't cock us up. Love it. Just. Wow, he really whiffed that. Oops, sorry. He was so far behind him. 87% done. Yet somehow our friend in the M1 was beaten by him by points. Maybe it turned up later. Yeah, but, you know, who knows? I mean, you would have said the same thing about the C63 too. Maybe the drivers like me, all right, but not great. Not as much of a sweat as some of the others in Horizon. Alright, I am actually going to call it there now. Get some sleep. Exciting things tomorrow, hopefully. I am working with friend of the channel 11 to rehouse an Alienware computer with a better CPU and graphics card. So hopefully in the very near future we will have a better stream with better graphics and yeah, more things. So I'm looking forward to that and the future that hopefully promises. Now, who are we going to raid? Let's raid Zabato Fox again. He's the French Fox. He is celebrating his 1000th hour of streaming on Twitch. So that's a pretty big achievement. Let's go say hi. I hope you have a good night. I will see you tomorrow night for something, whatever that might be. So I hope the start to your weekend goes well, and I'll see you then. All right, cheerio.